What's going on, everybody? Good morning. This is Lincoln Kenobi here, and I'm about to discuss with you episode 3 of X-Men 97. Now, overall, the episode was good. I enjoyed its story, but there was one part that really is going to tick off people, bro. One part. But we'll discuss that. Because I was listening to Tyrone Magnus's put on this. He liked the episode, but he didn't discuss it all, but he did hint there was one part that Disney had to put their foot in. And I'm about to discuss that. So, first let's discuss the story. Alright. The show, it leads off where we last saw what happened in episode 2, where the Jean Grey that came into the front door collapsed and said, "I need the X-Men." Boom. We start off there. Beast is examining the blood sample of the one that's on the Jane Doe that's on the bed, on the couch. And the Jean Grey that we know is looking into her mind, and she's got blanks. Blanks all over the place. Fragments. Memories of her. Then Beast has announced that the Jane Doe that's lying on the couch is the real Jean Grey, while the woman that has been with Scott Summers had the baby is the clone. So of course, the one that we know got upset is telling everybody that I'm the real Jean Grey. I'm the real one. She got furious. She took the baby, went to the room. Scott and her had a conversation like, you know what, it's not that. We just want to be certain. You know, it's all it is. But she was still upset. She told him to leave the room, whatever. Then, of course, a wicked voice was talking in the baby monitor. She didn't know who it was at first until she realized that it was no other than Mr. Sinister. She disagreed with him that she was the real thing, that she didn't want nothing to go to her and her baby. I said, "Oh, you're wrong, my dear." So he kind of snapped her to make her remember who she is. And then, of course, she remembered immediately, and she got furious, but at the same time, she got into her evil deeds. So she turned the mansion into like a hellish world, like a Dante's Inferno thing. So Wolverine, Gambit, and Morph they've just finished doing the Danger Room, and Morph was just making his funny jokes and seeing the schedule because he wanted to go at it again. Oh, wait a minute. It looks like Rogue and Magneto are at it at this time, and Gambit's like, "Nah, that can't be. Come on, that's just a." Oh, really? You know what? I'm gonna go. And he's like, "You know what? I'm gonna go see Rogue. I'm just gonna go find her." I was like, "Okay." So then Wolverine was making fun of Gambit a little bit. Then he had to go see Jean Grey, the witch Jean Grey. And Mort was like lonely again, like, oh, lonely. So he was in the locker room taking off his jacket, and then he saw that the shower was on and noticed Wolverine was in the shower. So it looked like that Morph was getting all hornied up on him. And he morphed the claw and everything to try to poke him a bit and a little and everything. So I've said it, bro. I've said it. It's close. It's coming. I've said it. But let's continue forward. Gambit, he was walking by. He saw a room that was green lit in the room. He went in the room and he saw that it looked like Magneto and Rogue were kind of bonded together, but in a sticky way. Like if they were going to be skinned together. Gambit was like, that can't be. That cannot be. Then Cyclops and Bishop went into the Jean Grey's room to see what was going on and saw that the nursery was changed too to a monstrous thing. And then Jubilee and Solar were watching a movie, and then like the film came to life and tried to invade them. But not only that, the monster had a facial of Solar's mother, telling him how much of a disgrace you are and everything. Of course, Jubilee saved him, and they went out of the room. So did Cyclops and Bishop, and then Gambit came out of the room. They were all discussing what the hell's happening here. Well, Beast was in an elevator going down, and he saw that he was in the same thing, and he was like saying, "You must be in the wrong place, man." So he closed the elevator and left. Sorry, my throat's been a little dried up. And then Wolverine was looking around like, what the hell is going on here, man? And then Cyclops got everybody back together. He's like, what the? And Wolverine's like, what the hell is going on? And then Morph is coming out of another area. It's like, haven't you figured out? We're in hell, man. The floor collapsed. They fell down. They're like in some kind of volcanic inferno. And they fought all these demons. And then the actual Jean Grey that was in the coma, was out of the couch, out of the bed, saved their lives. Fell unconscious again, and then the clone Jean Grey was with the baby, saying, "Don't try to follow me, or this is going to happen." Cyclops tried to stop her, and then that was it. They all got knocked out. Rogue and Magneto came back together and saw that the X-Men got hurt. They were attacked, so they got up to speed what was going on and what happened. So Magneto decided, okay, we got to save the baby. So he told Morph, Bishop, and Cyclops, you guys come with me. The rest of you tend to the wound. We're going to go save the baby. But Morph was unsure about going. Well, he was sure he was going to go, but he was kind of feeling a little scared because of what Sinister did to him years ago and everything. And of course, Logan was too close to him because he was petty because he was his friend. But but whatever. So the fight scenes overall were good. I enjoyed the fight scenes. So, I mean, I still got to get used to Logan's voice. Well, I still got to get used to his voice. And Rogue's. But, it happens. But anyways, we're going to finish up. They got to the mansion. Of course, the clone Jean Grey was upstairs waiting for them. And they had a fight. At first, Morph turned into a shapeshift into a female woman. I forgot what her name was already. And then, of course, the clone manipulated him. And, of course, Morph had turned into a hellish demon female Lady Slayer and attacked Bishop. Magneto fought her. It's a good battle. But I guess since Clone Jean Grey had full power and she was like evil, she kicked Magneto's ass badly. But it was a good fight. Cyclops hurt her a little bit. And he was like, I didn't mean to do it. I just want to talk. So, of course, he got brain froze and everything. But the real Jean was in the mansion, and she was trying to it's like if she was starting over, like trying to remember how to control her powers. So Logan was trying to calm her, trying to tell her just focus on one mind, focus mind for right now. And then it worked. She got back to normal, but she was in no physical condition to go, but her mind was, because Beast was telling her that you're in no condition to go. Oh yeah? I may not be able to go, but my mind can. So she stopped the clone from hurting Scott, and they both had a discussion, a mind discussion about their past, who they are, everything. And then, of course, the clone got back to normal, back to her old self. But I did skip this part. We see Sinister, before the fight, having the baby and putting him into a septic tank full of his evil experiments, bro. And it was terrible. So Sinister was having his greeny laugh, like, ha ha ha, whatever. So, of course, Scott and Jean stopped Sinister. Scott freed Nathan from the septic tank. And Sinister's like, what have you done? You may have killed your baby. Until they realized that Nathan was getting sick with some kind of techno-virus. And then, of course, Sinister laughed and disappeared. Then Beast was trying to do everything he can to help the baby, but there was nothing he could have done. But then Jean's like, wait a minute. If we can't do it here, Bishop, what about your future? Wait, I know a guy. And the Bishop was like, I know a guy that may be able to help. Scott was refusing. No, no, no. There has to be another way to help the baby. There must be a way to help Nathan. So, of course, Scott didn't like it. He left the room because he didn't want to be part of it. And he was sad for the baby. So before Jean gave Bishop the baby, she gave Nathan a little mind psychic to know that we will always love you, but we had a reason why we had to let you go. It was a sad ending. Damn, my voice is going bad. It was a sad ending for both of them. So, of course, as Bishop walked away, the baby was crying, begging to stay. And that was it. So, of course, the clone Jean was leaving the building. The real Jean came in and said, wait a minute, this is your home too. You can't just leave. It's like, no. It'll be confusion for both of them. So she named herself Madeline Pryor. And they both departed their ways. Then in that episode, you see Jean Grey, the real Jean Grey, with Scott, and they're looking at each other like, we gotta know each other again. So there's going to be that little, I'm sure there's going to be that romance between Logan and Jean and Scott again. Oh, brother. It's another deja vu thing. But hey, as long as Logan does not go for morph, that's a good sign. But then the real end of the episode, Storm was in a desert place, drinking a beer, whatever, looking badass as always. A guy came next to her saying, you know what, it's been a hot weather, we could always use some rain. And she looked like little upset, like, you got a point to all this? Who are you? So he's like, my name is Bishop. My name is Forge. I'm an old friend of Charles. And I think I may have a way of restoring your powers. So she was like smiling happy, like there's hope. But there's still hope that I can get my powers. So that's a good sign. Which is good for me, like, because I hate to lose we hate to lose Storm already. After 2 episodes, we hate to lose her, you know? So that is overall what the episode is. But like I said, The third episode was good. But I did not like the part what they were doing with Morph. Again, I've said this. I've said this in 2 of my last comments of X-Men 97. I've said this, but did anyone listen? What do people think of me? Racist. I think of me as a bigot. Well, what do you think of it now? But this was just like an illusion thing. But still, Disney, you had to do that, bro. You had to put that shit in there, bro. You had to do it, bro. You had to do it. But anyways, that's the overall of the episode. Hope you guys like what you saw. Post a comment if you like this video. Share, put the like button. Share this video. Post a comment below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And I hope to hear from you guys. I'll see you guys later, man. Bye for now.